Hello and welcome to episode 6 of Not Very Athletic. Yes, welcome back to episode 6 of Not Very Athletic. I'm Wes, and in today's episode we'll be playing our last two games of the league season, away against Salford and at home against Telford. Now, we were hoping to be challenging for the playoffs this season. Well, we were at the end of the last episode anyway. Unfortunately, a bad run of form has put paid to that idea. When you were last with me, where were we? We played Stockport and Harrogate in the last episode. We lost against Stockport and we drew against Harrogate. We then followed that up with a 5-0 loss away from home against York. We picked up a home win against top of the table at the time, FC United, 1-0, Jack Blackford with the only goal for us, which meant we kept all 3 points there. But then we lost against Chorley away from home, 3-0. We drew 2-2 with Kidderminster, who were down in the relegation zone, a game we should have really been winning. We did go down to 10 men 45 minutes in, and we only just managed to get it back to 2-2 with a stoppage time equaliser from Carl Lawson. He got both goals for us in that game. We then lost 3-0 away from home against Nuneaton, and Ashley Chambers' hat-trick for Nuneaton meant they took all 3 points. We then beat Darlington away from home 3-1, goals from Gilchrist, who finally scored, Carl Lawson, who finally scored, and RJ Pingling, who finally scored. And in our last game before today's episode, we drew 1-1 at home against Bradford Park Avenue. James Marwood with the only goal for us in that game. So like I said, we go into today's game playing top of the table Salford and 5th place Telford. We've got no hopes really of being in the playoffs. We are currently sitting in 11th place on 56 points, which means we are 11 points adrift of York in 7th place. So there's no way mathematically we can do it. We can only grab another 6 points in total, which would push us up to 62 points, which means that we could only hope to finish 8th. If Southport lose and everybody else loses. If Chorley, Nuneaton and Southport lose both their games, we could finish as high as 8th. But even then, we wouldn't finish 8th because of our awful goal difference, minus 15 we've got on goal difference. We're actually the highest placed team with a minus goal difference. We've got teams like Stockport on +8 and Tamworth on 1 who are below us. Nuneaton above us on a 0 goal difference. They're exactly level. They've conceded and scored the exact same amount of goals this season, which is weird, and they're 9th in the league. So we'll go into today's first game and hope that we can grab a win. Salford, I think, are pretty much guaranteed the league. Oh no, they're only a point in front of FC United. And who are FC United playing? They're playing Alfreton, who are in the relegation zone. So really, Salford need to be winning this game in order to win the league. Hopefully we can put a stop to that. I don't hold out much hope because we didn't play well against them last time we played them. This is the starting 11 we're going with against Salford away from home. We're going with Dorber in goal, a back four of Pritchett, Suka, Arthurworry and Nelson. A midfield of Jones and Makaka, with Blackford and Marwood as the advanced wingers, with Lawson and Gilchrist up front. Playing on a counter mentality structured team shape with hit early crosses, pump ball into the box, exploit the flanks, drop deeper, be more expressive, higher tempo, close down much more, prevent short goal kick distribution, dribble less and play much wider as the team instructions. On the bench we have Doherty, Fagboller, RJ Pingling, Maynard and Parish. Yeah, so hopefully we can pick up a win in this game. At least a draw would be nice. Not that it matters, we're going to be safe at the end of the season anyway, but it would be nice to finish as high as we possibly can. I've gone with the counter mentality because we seem to play better on counter, especially away from home. Jones with the cross, Arthur Worry with the header over. Not a lot of highlights early on in this game. We've had 2 shots though, we haven't hit the target yet. We're struggling for possession though, but we don't generally play with possession football on this tactic. Looks like we're defending a free kick now, Arthur Worry with the header out. And we stopped the cross, but how's that gone in? But we are 1-0 down. It was a deep cross. We managed to stop Walker getting the cross in. We had 2 players on him, but then Maynard got the cross in and Turner just nodded it in. Quite a good goal to be fair. That's why they're top of the league. They can score goals like that. I do apologise if you can hear some background noise. My puppy Leia has decided to start whining because she wants to go outside, but every time I put her outside she won't come in, so she's staying in for a bit now. So we're 30 minutes in, we're still 1-0 down and we're defending quite a lot. Pritchard will get that easily. He plays it up, trying to find Gilchrist, I think that is, but he can't. And they're coming back at us. They're through on goal again. Good save by Dorber though. Very, very few highlights in this first half. Nearly at half time now, and it looks like we're going to go in at half time 1-0 down. A loss will see us drop to 12th and Kidderminster go above us. Kidderminster have had a resurgence. They were in the relegation zone when we played them. We're at half time now, 1-0 down. We'll just keep things as they are for now. When we get further into the second half, if we haven't made any more chances, then we will go a bit more attacking. Nobody really having a very good game, apart from Nelson. He's on a 6.7. That's the Jones on a 6.8, and the same. And Dorber's on the 6.8 as well. Quite average ratings really from them. Everybody else is on like 6.3s, 4s, and 5s. We're defending again by the looks of things. Marwood picks it up though. Plays it forward to Lawson, who finds Gilchrist. Lawson forced out wide. It was a poor pass from Gilchrist though, but we keep possession. Jones with it now to Marwood, who loses possession, and they're coming back at us. Redshaw's through on goal, and Dorber with the save to keep it at 1-0. Concedes the corner though. Now we've got that to defend. Lawson with the header out from that, but the secondary cross gets stopped as well. But they're still coming back at us, and that's high and wide from them. We defended well there. Dorber with the long goal kick, trying to find Lawson, but he can't win that header. Marwood with the ball now though. Nelson forward trying to find Lawson, but he can't. And they're coming back at us. Redshaw's through on goal again, and Dorber once again with a good save, conceding another corner. Makaka with the header out. So we're defending reasonably well. Apart from that goal that we conceded, we've defended quite well. Lawson not having a very good game. We're going to make some substitutions now. I think we're going to bring on Pingling for Lawson, and we'll swap Gilchrist and Pingling around. And we are going to bring on Doherty for Marwood because he's not having a very good game. Blackford's been very good for us since he came in. He's not showing it today, but he has been a good addition to the squad, and I'm hoping to keep hold of him next year. I am already looking at players for next year, where to strengthen. Doherty with the ball now, high up the pitch, forced out wide. Can he find a cross? He can, but there's nobody there. We were very slow at getting forward there. We could have had a chance there. Gilchrist now with the ball. Can he find anybody? He's found Doherty. Can he cross it to Pingling? He has, who forces a save out of the Salford keeper, and we've won a corner. Jones with the corner to Makaka. Can he have a shot? He finds Gilchrist though. And that's the end of the highlight. We should have done better with that. Pritchard with a throw into Blackford. Pritchard again. Jones trying to find Gilchrist, but he can't. And they're coming back at us. Redshaw through to Gray. And Gray's hit the crossbar. And Dorber saves the second shot very well. He's played very good today, apart from conceding that one goal, which he couldn't really do anything about. It was a good play from them. We're 79 minutes in now, and we're starting to attack a bit more, but we're still getting hit on the break. And Redshaw was through on goal, and another good save from Dorber. He's only on a 6.8, which is, I think is wrong. He should be on a higher rating than that. He's played really, really well. I've not seen him play that well for most of the season. We're going to make our last substitution now. Gary Jones is knackered, so we're going to bring on Isaac Maynard for him, and we will play him as a central midfielder on support. And we are going to go on to control now, and we're going to go flexible, try and get up the pitch and get an equaliser. But we're defending now. We couldn't stop the cross, but Dorber keeps hold of the header. It was straight at him, to be fair. We've got a free kick on the edge of the box. Maynard with the ball, and Suka has equalised for us 84 minutes in. Suspicions of offside, but it wasn't given. The well-worked set piece from us. Blackford with the initial ball. I thought Maynard was going to have a shot, but he passed it to Suka, who was onside. And it was a good finish from the centre-back there. Can we grab a winner? An unlikely winner. Maynard with the ball now. He loses out, but they're coming back at us. And Dorber once again saving the shot. It was straight at him once again, but we're defending very well. And Dorber with a fantastic save. Yet again. He's keeping us in it. He's been our best player today, I think. Suka now with the ball to Blackford, to Pingling. Trying to find... I don't know who he was trying to find there. Probably Makaka, but he couldn't. And they shoot over the bar. We've got 4 minutes of added time. We're playing a lot better towards the end of this game. Pingling with the ball, who he loses out, and they're through. And luckily they shoot wide. Our passing's not been very good today. We've had 11 shots and only 2 on target as well, which isn't good. Our substitutes all playing reasonably well. Nelson with the throw-in, that's full time. We've managed to rescue a draw against top of the table Salford, and we'll see what that does to their title hopes. I think FC United were winning in their game. They were, and they have gone top of the table by a point going into the last game of the season. So we could have cost Salford the title there today. We're going to have to play our last game against Telford, who are now in 4th place. Okay, so a couple of changes to tell you about before our last game of the season. Blake's coming for Lawson because he didn't play well in the last game, and he's back from injury as well. Could be his last game for us, because I don't think we're going to keep him for next season, because he hasn't been very good this season. Also, a couple of my players have picked up injuries, or one of my players has picked up an injury. Josh Doherty picked up an injury in an under-23s game. He's out for 11 days, so he won't be featuring for us anymore this season, obviously, because this is our last game, so hopefully he can get back to fitness, ready for next season. So, other than that, it's completely the same side. So just Blake in. We've staying on the counter mentality, but we've gone to flexible team shape, and I've added more direct passing to the team instructions. Hopefully we can get a better or a good result, as good a result against Telford as we did against Salford. We are playing at home again. We are playing at home in this game. The only problem is they've got Marcus Denanga in their team, who is one of the top goal scorers in this league this season. So we're going to have trouble keeping him quiet, I think. Again, I'm sorry for the background noise. I did let Leia out during the gap between these 2 games, and she's come back in and she's still whining. I don't know what her problem is. She can't be hungry. I fed her a while ago. Our first highlight of the game, Marwood wins the ball back. Nelson trying to play it forward to Blake, but he can't find him. We win the ball back again. Arthur Worry winning it back in defence. We play another ball forward to Gilchrist, who forces a save out of the Telford keeper. We're looking good. That was our first clear-cut chance of the game. The only clear-cut chance of the game. They've had a half chance, but we had the first clear-cut chance of the game. Our first shot of the game as well. As things stand, we are dropping down to 13th place. Hopefully, if we can grab a win, it'll push us up to about 10th. If things stay as they are, which would be a good finish for us, really, considering how we were down in the lower half of the table for quite a while this season, and I was wondering whether this was just going to be another one-season wonder. But luckily, we should see it through to at least the next season, where I think we will be trying to push on for that playoff spot. It looks like we're going in at half time at 0-0. It's been a pretty boring first half, really. That highlight of our clear-cut chance was the only highlight of the first half. And we kick off for the second half. Our last game in this season, and Gilchrist with an early shot, but it was straight at the keeper. I think it may put us on to control, because we seem to play better on control when we was in the second half against Salford. Just hoping that's not going to see us concede in this second half. Suka with the header out. Ebanks Blake now to Marwood, who can't get there, he's just too slow. But Ebanks Blake wins it back, and Gilchrist missed a sitter. He should have scored from there. Once again, going on to control, we're having a few more chances. Suka winning the ball back in defence. Gilchrist now with it, trying to find Ebanks Blake, but it was nowhere near him. Marwood now, who loses out, and Dananga is in possession and luckily misses the target. From the looks of things, FC United are going to win the league. They're 3 points clear. Blackford with the ball. Can he find a cross? He almost got it to Gilchrist, but the keeper came out to grab it. And he's played it straight to Dananga, who shoots wide. It was a tame shot from him. As long as we can keep him quiet. We will mark him though, because he's getting too much space. He's only on a 6.3, so he's not playing any better than Gilchrist. 66 minutes in now, and not a lot of action now at the moment. We're going to make some changes. Gilchrist having a terrible game. So Pingling will be getting another appearance towards the end of this season. And who else? Blackford not playing well, but we haven't got another left winger. He's not great. We'll play him as an inside forward on attack. And then we'll bring Lawson on, because I know he can play at right wing. And we'll play him as a winger on support. And we'll leave it there for now. It seems that Leia has found a squeaky toy. And I am again apologising for the background noise. But it's keeping her occupied. We're 73 minutes in. And we've got another highlight. 75 minutes in now actually. We're defending. Hopefully we're not going to concede. We have though. 75 minutes in. We go 1-0 down. Some suspicions of offside, but I don't think he was. No, he wasn't. He was... Oh, hang on. No, he was level. Only just. But he was level. And I think we're going to lose our last game of the season. And we will drop to 13th place. We've got 8 minutes left. Can we grab a dramatic equaliser like we did against Salford? Pritchard wins the ball back in defence. Lawson now with the ball, trying to find Pingling, but he wasn't alive to it. And they're going to come back at us. But Pritchard wins that back, tries to play a long ball forward, but can't find anybody. Arthur Worry to Pingling, who finds Ebanks Blake, and he loses out. And they're coming back at us again. This is quite a long highlight, and that's 2-0. That's all over. That's got to be it. We're not going to come back from 2-0 down. We're not even going to watch the replay. We're going to make our final change though. It's a shame really that we've just folded at the last. We're going to bring on Maynard for Jones again because he's knackered. And that'll be Jones's last appearance for us because he's refusing to renew his contract. So we're going to lose our captain after the first season. He's been very good for us this season, probably one of our best players throughout. And even with Weslowski complaining about not getting first team football, Weslowski wasn't taking the opportunities that he was given to play well. And so we kept faith with Jones, who isn't, on paper, isn't as good a player as Weslowski. And I am aware we've gone 3-0 down. But it doesn't matter. We're safe. We're not going anywhere. We have actually gone back up to 12th because obviously the team below us are losing. And that is full time. That is the end of the season. We did lose 3-0 unfortunately to Telford. But you can argue that they had more to lose than we did because we were safely mid-table and they were in the playoffs trying to fight their way up. And that will give them some good momentum going in. FC United have won the league by a single point. So we did cost Salford the lead, the league in this episode. And it's nice to see a club that I managed in my other series go up. We did finish 12th on 57 points, a minus 18 goal difference, so we'll have to look at our defence and goalkeeper next season. And Ebanks Blake never scored a goal for us. We'll have a quick look to see who finished as our top goal scorer and other bits and pieces. Lawson finished as our top goal scorer, but really it was Stephen Rowe, but we got rid of him halfway through the season. Gary Jones had the highest average rating on 7.12, and he also had the most assists. So hopefully we'll go into next season and try and push on, maybe get a playoff place, depending on how we do in the summer. If you like that, thank you very much. Yeah. If you like that, please give it a big thumbs up. Smash that like button for me. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. And if you have subscribed, don't forget to click that little bell icon next to the subscribe button so you get notified every time I upload. Don't forget, follow me on Facebook and Twitter at WeaselGamer TV for both of those. And thank you very much for watching.